All right, let's take a look at how we manage documents inside of SharePoint. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is go to our document library. So like I said, in the menu on the left, we see documents. When I click on that, it's going to open up our document library. This is where all of our documents and files and folders are stored. So here is where we have it, right? Test one. Say we want to add some documents into here. We can either go to new and add brand new documents into here or a new folder, right? Link to it, or next to that, we can actually upload files, folders, and templates. And another thing we can do is we can drag files over here. And just by dragging it, we see that it's uploading and it's uploaded. So now we have an image put into here. So that's how we kind of create and upload images into our document library. But once they're in there, what do we do with them? Well, let's create a folder because we want to organize. So in here, I'm just going to say test 2 and create it. I can create it with a different colored folder too at the time, differentiate it. So we already have test 1. So now I created test 2 and I made it blue because maybe I have some kind of file structure format. Anyway, I have resting. So I can either click on it and I can, up at the top, I have a different menu now, right? Up here. So I can select to move it to a different location, or I can copy it to a different location. So I can use these kind of tools once I highlight it, or I can just drag it. And what it does is then takes it and puts it where it needs to go, moving one item, boom, there it is. And it is now, if I click on test 2, there it is. I want to go back to my main section, and there I am. So I created a folder, and I can do different things with it now that I'm in here. I can edit it in grid view, and again, I can maybe change and do some other things up here. But that's really what I'm looking at. Right now I'm seeing all documents. I can change the view over here, make it as a list, right? Because it's auto height. Maybe I want to compact it or make it tiles, because maybe we want to make it look in a Windows theme. So we can change how we view it right there. If I have documents in here and I've changed them, I have a thing called version history of it where we can go back in there. And that's like with Word documents, you can go back in and find a previous version of it. So that's something you can do in there. And then also by taking and sharing, then we can co-author in here and do different things. So now one of the important things with this also, right? I've got a document library, it's in SharePoint, but maybe I don't want to go to SharePoint all the time to be able to access it. Well, I can add a shortcut to my OneDrive. So when I add this shortcut to my OneDrive, what it's going to do is it will open up and save it to your File Explorer, right? And inside your OneDrive, you'll see different things. And in here, you will see it's like a little chain link next to a folder. So test 1, right there, that is this document library right here. And it is linked. So when I come in here and double click on it, right, I can go in and dig down deeper and find some other things that's synced up. So things like that. So that is how you can link it. So it's inside the OneDrive, which means I can access it anywhere that I can access my OneDrive. So that is how you can do the add shortcut to OneDrive. Now that's just basics, but again, if you have that folder and you have that document, when you click on it, see our menu at the top? If I click on it, it changes and it gives you the document menu. So now I'm managing the document and not the document library. And I can do different things with this also. Again, version history is right in there. Setting up alerts, elements like that. So rename it right in here if you like. All right. And that is how we manage our documents in a SharePoint document library.